Live. I am 𝗪cie𝗂𝗂𝗂, and I'm so glad you are joining me for this live broadcast. When you come on, say hello, hello, hello. That is our Workouts for Older Men live greeting. I appreciate in advance your likes, your loves, your comments. Make sure that you are alerted to my lives when I go live by setting the notifications. If you have a question, post that down below. If you're watching the replay version, you can still say hello, hello, hello. I'll acknowledge you. Post your question in the replay version. I'm going live this evening on my Facebook page at 𝗪cie𝗂𝗂𝗂 page and on my YouTube channel at 𝗪cie𝗂𝗂𝗂. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you're on my Facebook page too, because I do a lot of all kinds of posts, maybe some lives, things that probably don't work so well over on YouTube. So you want the whole experience. Make sure you're on both my Facebook page and my YouTube. I actually just got finished with a live broadcast over on TikTok. Actually, so and so I did like 3 short live videos throughout the day. One at 4:30 in the morning, one at 1 p.m. And I finished one over there. So you want to be on all of my social media platforms at 𝗪cie𝗂𝗂𝗂, TikTok at 𝗪cie𝗂𝗂𝗂, on Instagram. All right. So you guys have any questions today? You know, I've been getting kind of an unusual amount of compliments on this Workouts for Older Men live show. People have known me for a while. They like this just tell it like it is format. And, I really appreciate that. Tell me what you want more of, because, I just pop this on. I've got a nice little system here where it doesn't take a lot of preparation. I've got it all set up. I don't move the camera, so I just have to turn it on and make sure I'm on time and be present for you and just talk about what you want to talk about. So if you guys love this, man, I love it. But how can I serve you best? Do you guys have a question? Again, make sure that you say hello, hello, hello. You guys are watching, all right? I want to make this time valuable for you. And we don't necessarily have to talk about fitness. We can talk about working out. We can talk about nutrition, right? How to get motivated to work out like you should. We can talk about anything you want, right? Our experience as men, as we're older. A lot of guys, it's interesting. I did a short live this afternoon because if you've been with me for a while, I used to call them walk and talks, right? Where I just get the selfie stick and I'd be going on a walk. All right. I used to do a lot of videos just in that format before I guess I got all official behind, this desk. And so I did that today. I just need to get out in the middle of the day. I got up early like I always do. And I just wanted to move. I said, let me do this walk and talk. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I mean, it felt good, the sunshine and everything like that, right? And I realized, I guess I've been out, and my kids have sports, but man, I think with this pandemic, right? I didn't really realize it is that, and I haven't been out in the sunshine a lot in these last 2 years, right? Hello, Nabil. Great having you here, sir. Thank you for being here. Hi, Peter. Have you ever had any injuries from working out, and how did you get past that? Well, hello, Chad. Great having you here, sir. Injuries. So I've never torn anything. I don't have any hip replacements, shoulder replacements. I don't have any, guess I should knock on wood like that, right? But I don't have any muscle tears that needed to be repaired, anything major like that. I had what I call annoyances. I'm trying to think, injuries though. I haven't had any. When it was really important, the most important thing in the world. I mean, time to time, I'd have elbow pain, right? Usually one elbow at a time, and that would on certain exercises that would make me train lighter. But it was still pretty good. And annoyances. I think after I was competing, I think was the first time that I had an injury where an annoyance that affected, my workout. And I think it was just all tight here and through my back. And so doing rows and a lot of exercises, like for the first time after, I don't know, at that time, 20 years, that I couldn't do my workout as planned. It was just too compromised. And, you know, I don't remember how long that lasted, maybe a couple weeks, just, you know, doing what I could. And I think it was just like a slight pull. And I just, you know, worked around it. I did what I could, and then it eventually went away. I mean, I got a lot of guys who ask me, what do you do? I mean, especially at this age, there's a lot of things like hip replacement, shoulder replacements. There's a lot of things, you know, I wish I had some magic formula for you, but you got to figure out what you can do. And the right amount of weight that overloads it, is it more reps? Would it matter if you did more weight? I mean, you got to play around with that. You know, we get one body, and I know when it's kind of injured, you have to work around how frustrating that can be. But it's just overload, it's consistency, and then, you know, eating right to support that muscle growth and fat loss. And, you know, everybody's injuries, they feel it differently. They can do different things. But I wish I had, you know, more information than that. But actually, you'd have to see somebody that kind of talk you through your pain, right? But, you know, that's the overall principle. I wish I had, you know, better information, more to do that. So hi from Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, we got to do a show here soon together, right? We got to plan that. You miss me? You miss me? Man, I've been doing a lot of live videos. Where have you been, Nabil? All right, guys. Good question, though, Peter. I don't know. Is that helpful? It's probably what you're having to do anyway. And you're wondering if I had any other experience from that. Have you had injuries, Peter, that have totally knocked you out, or are those annoyances that hamper your workout? Let me know. Do you guys have any questions? Again, if you're watching the replay version, you know, make sure that you ask your question in the comment section, and maybe I can start the whole show. All right. I don't care if it's training, nutrition, motivation. All right. I pulled the muscle in my back once from deadlifts. Was it right from deadlifts, right when you were doing it? You know, I don't know if I've ever pulled a muscle during the actual exercise. It's just after the work, I kind of went, right. Yeah. And that's one thing, too. You know, most recently, I've started playing a lot of sports. I don't know, I would say like 6 or 7 months ago, I started playing sports every single day, throwing a football 70 times with my son, throwing a baseball right after playing a lot of basketball. And, you know, really, it's a lot of athletics. And I really haven't done that in a long time. When I was a bodybuilder, I just bodybuild, ate, trained, worked, right? And so you know, your body, you're torquing and you're moving, and, you know, like, man, I was sore for a while. Now it was kind of a good sore, and I got to lead my kids and get them through the drill. So I was purpose driven, you know, to train while injured or inconvenienced. But I think for a period of time, all that twisting, torquing, always being compromised, the new muscle attachments and coordination from all that athletics at, you know, 59 years old, right? I think it compromised like my weight training. Like, it just made me a little softer, weaker, and I kind of had, you know, kind of a stiff back. I mean, I could still train, but I'm not used to being injured. So I just had that, you know, pretty recently, and it was probably for a month straight, you know, and I could tell it was just kind of a little pull in my back. Like I said, I worked around it because I knew it was a pull, and then it eventually went away when I got used to it. So I feel lucky there, but I don't have a lot of injuries. And Chad's asking, how do you work around degeneration? You know, man, like I said, you're talking to the wrong guy around that. I don't care what injuries. I can't feel your pain. I can't feel how serious it is. And I don't claim to be exercise physiologist, whatever. I just say use good common sense. Listen to what your doctor says, but you want to be careful, right? Be conservative because you just want to overload that weight. If it's lighter weight, better form, and then watch your diet. And that's the best that you can do. All right. But man, when the back goes, man, that's pain like forever. So be careful with that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to be here for you a little. Well, let's see here. What's this? When that happened, I used machines instead of free weights. Good. I tell you, Peter, I'm a big proponent, big fan of machines. Right now, I don't use machines, right? So if they're so great, why don't you use them? Well, because I'm skilled at doing this for so long and using barbells and dumbbells, right? And I don't have any injuries. So at this point, I don't have to use machines. But if you really look at the professional bodybuilders, if you were to watch their videos, they've got enough muscle and they don't want to risk injury. And they all use machines for everything, just about. I mean, you don't see an established pro bodybuilder most of the time, right? There's a lot of guys that have a YouTube presence or social media presence. And so they're lifting a lot of weights because they're impressing you to draw attention. But the guy who his physique, he's a bodybuilder, he wins, he's got attention from what he looks like on stage. Those guys mostly, you never see them loading their back up and squatting much. It's all machines. So it's all about overload, especially when you're older. I wouldn't put too much pressure on yourself to use dumbbells and barbells. Safety first, overload. All right. I had a gentleman for coaching, and when he came to me, he didn't know me as the bodybuilder or anything like that. He just saw workouts for older men. As a matter of fact, after he signed up for coaching, he told someone at work that I was going to be his coach. And they said, "Oh my God." And he didn't know who I was. And so he said, "Hey, I just want to apologize to you." I go, "For what?" He goes, "I didn't know who you were." I told somebody at work, and you have to tell me who you were, because he wanted to take, and I'm fine with that. I mean, because I'm here to serve you. This isn't about me being a bodybuilder anymore. It's about me helping you become effective and efficient with sustainable strategies, so you have this for the rest of your life, right? So you don't need to serve you that way. I don't need, me being a bodybuilder has nothing to do with it. Well, except for that, it's given me some insight and perspective, to help you, right? But anyway, he said he used, barbells and dumbbells. And, I just kind of asked him why. He goes, because they're best. Actually, at a home gym, he didn't have enough equipment or dumbbells and barbells, and he felt he was compromised because of that. Hello, Kenny. Great to have you here, sir. Right? And so he goes, I said, "No, you know what? Machines are great nowadays. They can overload the muscle." And he said, "Arnold said dumbbells and barbells. Free weights are best." And so I just said, "Hey, Google Arnold Schwarzenegger training today." And you've seen him, right? He just goes from machine to machine to machine on Gold's Venice. So he doesn't use free weights. He's older, right? He's the king. So it's all about overload. All right. So I hope that's helpful. All right, guys. Hey, let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. I'm going to post all the different ways that I can help you reach your goals with my one-on-one coaching programs. I know there's one for you. If you're the type of man who does whatever it takes to get what he wants, I will help you do that. All right. So I'll post those down below. Reach out. We'll talk about it, see if it's a good fit. So let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We have to when we're a little bit older. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day.